Okay. It's been a while, hasn't it? It's been... Oh, shit. Before we get a nice feedback loop going, I was checking some stuff, so I had it open in another tab. It's been a long goddamn while since I've streamed. October... What did it say? October 28th? October 28th of last year. Yeah, I don't know either. And frankly, I don't know. I don't want to make this a regular thing again, but I got the itch to, and my roommate, who is now in here more often, for whatever reason, he just stays here on weekends. I don't know how that works. For whatever reason, he just left. He left earlier, so I was like, all right, it's perfect time to just do a short little thing, because I wanted to get on here, and I wanted to ramble. I wanted to ramble, and I wanted to play some games. So, that's exactly what we're going to do. Wait for everything to catch up. Let me see if I can get the game volume up before I start, because it's going to be real quiet. I debated putting on music in the background, but yeah, whatever. And then I think I also have it disabled in the audio settings. Yes, I think. Oh, yes. Okay, I do. Okay. Audio works. Let me check that in OBS. Okay, audio works. Cool. Alright, let's get it going. I don't know who's here right now, so do let me know in the chat. Actually, let me rearrange this in some way where I can actually see the chat. Okay. Alright, and beyond that, let's just do it. Actually, that's probably gonna... Yeah. Alright, there we go. I'm fine with playing in silence, but you guys will hear it, you know. So it's better than nothing. Yeah, it's been a while since I've decided to stream. I don't know, I just got sick of it. I can't really explain what happened, other than, I mean, people were mostly watching, because most of the people who were watching me came from the Quake scene, and I'm no longer active in the Quake scene. I have no interest in it whatsoever. And they didn't like me, so I said fuck it, and I'm not gonna play to that audience. I don't know, it was alright, you know, keeping up with all of the new releases that the Quake scene was coming out with, all the new maps and stuff, but to be perfectly honest, one jam, one too many. Like, there's only so many giant map packs of like 15 maps at a time that I can play before I'm like, you have to split this up into multiple streams. I don't want to. I want to have one decently long map that I can just go through and just have a good fucking time with. I'm not gonna do that, you know. So that, plus the fact that again, people in the Quake scene are just fucking idiots. I'm not gonna do it, you know. So that, I guess, was the reason why I stopped streaming. I honestly don't know, and I'm not gonna question it. But you know, it's fun. It's fun just getting on a mic and playing a game and rambling, you know, which is why I'm doing it. And for the longest time, I didn't have a mic. I had the mic, but I forgot to bring my good cable. I brought the one that this came with, which you would think would be a nice, you know, thick, braided fucking thing. Oh, shit. You'd think it would be a decent cable. It wasn't. For whatever reason, I think it delivered power, but it didn't deliver data. Something's fucked up internally in the cable. So I was like, okay, I gotta go order a spare. So I rushed to Amazon, I ordered a spare. And that took about 4 or 5 days longer than expected to get here, and then it got here. And I was like, cool, this can actually finally happen. So all the stars have aligned tonight, and I figured I would just do a short little thing, you know. Probably not 2 hours, probably like an hour and a half. I don't know. I'll just keep this going. And there's no real rhyme or reason to the things we're playing tonight. I'm going to be playing a couple rounds of Geometry Wars because I want to. Because I've gotten a lot better at this game since the last time I recorded. I think my PB The last time I streamed was like 2.6, and I think the best run I had recorded was a 1.9. 1.9 is pretty much standard for me at this point, and beyond that, you can see up there my PB right now is 4.1 million. Oops. Will I even get that? I don't know, because for whatever reason I started sucking lately. But I don't know, if I focus, I should be able to at least get a decently okay score for where I'm currently at and currently within my grind. I don't know, a lot of it is just dodging. A lot of it is just kind of being able to maneuver. And I've explained sort of the technique of it all before, but it's I don't think I explained it properly, so I'm just not going to bother explaining the technique. A lot of it is really just try to stay alive the longest you possibly can and maneuver. That's all you need to know is you maneuver. Chat, you with me tonight? I see 4 people watching. I don't see anything going on in the chat. Oh, there's Nicole. Hi, Nicole. I was about to say, you know, people want me to stream. There's.com. Boom. Okay, we're good. We're good. Yeah, I was like, people want me to stream, and then they don't say anything. I mean, I can keep this going for fucking ages just talking to myself pretty much, but I don't want to. I want to interact with you guys, you know? Not that we couldn't do that in the Discord, because it is mostly, like, 4 people who know about this. I don't know. Maybe Nate or someone will pop in and I can enjoy. Oh, Jesus Christ! I'm making a lot of dumb decisions tonight. I need to focus. But I don't know. Maybe someone from the Ash chat will pop in and I can enjoy it. You know, because every so often that chat has like little sort of, you know, glimpses of activity, of people talking, and I'm like, maybe it can go back to its, what, mid-2017 glory? It'll never go back to that. So, not that I really want to get into everything about, you know, my personal Discord servers, but my first Discord server was in fact not Somnolians. It was a little one for my real-life friends, my friends from high school, and it was really active until everybody left for college, basically, and then it died. It died absolutely spectacularly, and to this day, because everyone's so fucking busy and sad, too, I noticed, for whatever reason, all of my real-life friends are absolutely miserable. Aside from Logan. Logan's fine. It'd be cool if Logan popped in. I don't know if Logan does the stream thing, but it'd be cool if he popped in. Hate repulsors. Yeah, rip Ash chat. Nicole's in Ash chat. Absolutely rip Ash chat. Alright, so we're getting a little momentum going on here. Fuck. Honestly, the real key to this is just try to keep one multiplier going for as long as possible while the game isn't impossibly difficult, and just rack up a bunch of extra lives and bombs in reserve, and be able to just coast on. If you need to use a bomb, you can use it. You have that option. So I'm at a ×8 multiplier right now. So I think we're good. I think we're good. Depends on how many repulsors I get. I fucking hate repulsors. Repulsors are those magnet things. I fucking hate them. They're the worst. Absolute worst. Can't stand them. Can we pass a bill? Just, I know some of you aren't American, but can we pass a bill banning repulsors just from everything? They're the worst. They ruin every single run they touch for whatever reason. For whatever reason, they just ruin it. Absolutely fucking ruin it. Because you can't shoot them from the front. You have to like they deflect your shots, so you have to turn. You don't always have that freedom to turn. Alright, so we're about to hit the 1 million. Okay. Yeah, this is... Okay. And I died. Better run than I was expecting. I'll give it that. You know, I'm wondering if, because I imagine, as I so politely named this stream, some of the fallen Somnolians, I know they're still watching these. They're still, some of them have to be subscribed. At the very least, I expect a certain couple of people to be stalking the stream. And all I can say to that is, you could have gotten this in the flesh, motherfuckers, and you didn't. You were too bitter, to whatever the fuck, but I'm not talking about them today. I'm gonna try to get this going. Oh. This is actually one of the most dangerous swarms of the snakes. Snakes are, because you can only shoot the head. If you shoot the body, nothing happens. It just kind of, your shot just stops. So there's a repulsor. It's just really unfortunate because they take up so much space on the already tiny playing field compared to the 360 version that you don't have a whole lot of maneuvering room to begin with. Okay, so here's the first example of just this crazy stir tactic. I had to bomb them. I wasn't comfortable with that. Oh, fuck. But that's where you can rack up a lot of points in sort of the mid game. Is you have the swarm and you just kind of stir up the center of it, I guess. And you can get everything kind of neatly compacted and oh fuck. Okay, all right, we're good. We're good. I almost died there because I didn't have a bomb, but I had a bomb. I got one, so we're good. And that's corner spray. When I just kind of sit in the corner and I try to take out everything, that's actually a really useful tactic because nothing can attack you from the back. Oh fuck. That's a very useful tactic right there. Shit. That is utterly unfortunate. You see how crazy the game gets already. Just we're past 1.2 million. It's not. It's slightly manageable. Oh. Come on. Okay, come on. Come on. You just try to get everything in a nice little pile, and then you can chip away at this pile, and that normally gets you a good amount of points if you have a multiplier going. And that's why having a surplus of bombs from the early game is super important, because that'll if you have trouble getting a multiplier back up, you can at least get like a ×4 really quickly. Yeah, I don't know about this run, but we'll do one or two more. Oh, come the fuck on. Spinner spam. There we go. So I got a ×4 again. You need basically a minimum of ×4 if you want to continue to go anywhere in this. Alright. Alright. See, you just have no maneuvering room with the snake. You just kind of have to... Either you get lucky, or if you don't have that time to react, you just bomb it. You just bomb it and you move on. You just eat that bomb and that's it. I didn't have to use that bomb there, but I did. Whatever. See? Snakes? No. I hate that. It's so hard to maneuver out of that. It's a bitch. It absolutely is, but so is everything else in this game. Alright. Right there. Alright, server 1.5. I hate that. I hate that. You don't have enough time to react when they spawn around you and I'm hugging a wall. So they basically spawn on top of you. That is... There's all these little things that just get really... That was my fault. But there's like all these little things that kind of get annoying about this game. And yet I'm still playing it. There's just nothing else quite like it. It's like a progressive version of Robotron, I guess. And I don't know, Robotron is always been my shit, and it always will be my shit. That and Smash TV, and that's probably why I enjoy this so much, because this is basically the the geometry version of like Smash TV or something like that. Except way crazier. Like, this makes Smash TV look like a cakewalk. Oh shit. Fuck. I hate protons. If you let a gravity well explode, they just turn into protons, and the protons are like heat-seeking missiles, basically, and they're obnoxiously annoying. So, let's try to... Oh, and this is a good example of... there's sort of an upper limit internally for the amount of shit that the game will spawn. So you saw me shoot a couple spinners there. No baby spinners came out. That's because the game has actually hit, for the difficulty, at least at this point in the game, the maximum amount of shit that can be on screen at once. And that actually increases. That's why you end up getting a whole lot more fucking flying at you later on in the game, because it steadily increases that limit. So if you stir and you don't shoot, which really isn't recommended, there's no reason to stop shooting. You kind of just put yourself in a dangerous situation if you stop shooting, at least to your front. But if you stop shooting for a period of time, like that was a couple snakes. It wasn't the full kind of bevy of snakes that you would normally get, because there's just way too much on screen. But if you stop shooting and you have just the stir going on, they'll actually stop spawning. Again, the game just, there's not enough. It hits that limit. It hits that limit. We just hit 2 million. And I could afford to use a bomb there, so I'm going to use a bomb. Yeah, see, that was right there. That was one of those things where it turned a mediocre game into a pretty decent one. I wasn't sure if I was going to hit, I wasn't sure if I was going to hit 2 million. Oh, I forgot to fill my fucking water bottle. I meant to grab, hydration before the start of this, and I didn't. And I'm going to be talking a lot, so that's unfortunate. Damn. Fucking. Okay. 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 Alright, we're good. Oh, fuck. They, like, speed up. I swear, the protons just, like, speed up, and then they heat-seek you, and it's... I'm telling you, this game is bullshit on purpose. That's why it's so goddamn rewarding when you just... Okay, here's a fucking 4 million. Seriously, I didn't even get 3 million before then, and I'm just like, okay, that's a 4 million run, I guess. I think I could have continued on. I just got bored. Like, I actually got bored. I was like, this could go on for a little while. And I remember posting about that and saying, you know, this... I think I might have hit the last wall when it comes to the difficulty in Geometry Wars, which there is a wall. And past that wall, you just kind of... You can just keep going, because the game doesn't get any more difficult. I know there was the clone of Geometry Wars for PC that doesn't have that wall, and it will eventually get unplayable, but the actual Geometry Wars from... I don't know who made this, but Geometry Wars, it does have a wall, and as soon as you hit that, if you're still good, you can play forever. That was stupid of me. This isn't a bad run though. This is, I would say this is about standard for what I'm sort of capable of right now. That was another corner spray moment where I just kind of, you just kind of like go wild on the right thumbstick. Yeah. Yeah, you drew the little Flareon, and I don't think I asked you if I could just use it, but I just used it because I needed a headshot. I needed something to stick down there. And honestly, I don't use, like I've said before, I don't use the Flareon as my avatar anymore, but for most things anyway. But I don't know. I could get a Cammy headshot and throw him in there, but it's just not appealing right now. I don't know why. It's not like I'm planning to stream particularly often. Maybe I will. I don't know. Oh, spinner spam. Fucking spinner spam. There we go. Got him. Got him. Okay, so this is looking... I could see this being a 2.6. We're definitely nearing the end of the game, but, yeah, this is probably going to be a 2.6. And just kind of going on from there. Alright. Oh, and sometimes the game will actually just reward you with an extra life that you didn't even expect. I don't know. I don't know how that works. Ah, fuck. Okay. Having your persona in the corner of the screen would just be full furry degenerate. Yeah. Yeah, but also, I think I've hit that already. I don't think I'm terribly far off from that. So, yeah. I can't particularly say that I have an issue with that. Just checking something real quick. Alright, let's do one more game. Let's do one more game, and I'll try not to have the vicious fuck-ups from the first game. That was a warm-up. Maybe I'll pull off a 3 million. Frankly, I kind of expected that, especially now that people are like watching me play. Oh, it's this bitch. Hi, Niku. It's this bitch. I forgot that fucking NeoCities kids were subscribed to this account. I fucking forgot. Man, how's the last, what, 3 months of your existence been? Jesus Christ. It's been good. It's been absolutely wonderful. Not having to deal with fucking NeoCities kids all the goddamn time. Until they start posting about me in chat, but whatever. Well, you win some, you lose some. I told you there were going to be some people lurking this stream, specters of my past, I guess you could put it. I told you they'd be there. But, also, I don't know, there's 5 people, I can count 3, Nicole, Cappy, and .com-boom. I'm wondering who the other 2 are. Reveal yourself in the chat if you're bold enough. Because I'm just enjoying this. And also I can be on autopilot, honestly, just talking. And I'd rather not ramble about fucking tactics some more. Because, frankly, you're not here for the fucking tactics. I don't know what you're here for, but you're not here for the tactics. You're here for lights, colors, trigonometry lessons, yes. Jesus Christ. I was like, I'm gonna not be a fucking idiot this game, and then I'm an idiot, so whatever. Whatever, it's still early enough on that it's probably not gonna hurt me, whatever. We're good. We're good. We are perfectly fine. Here for my education, yeah. I'm here to teach. I'm here to teach, here to teach about shapes. Oh fuck! I forgot to grab my laundry. Oh, I had laundry in the dryer. I gotta grab that. I seriously wandered back in my room and just started streaming after dinner. So whoops, fucking whoops. After this game, I'll probably pause for like 5 minutes, grab some water, grab my laundry, and come back. Fucking whoops. I swear I'm a fully functional adult. Not that I care. I don't know. Yeah, I just forgot everything. You can fucking repulsors. Good lord. Yeah, you can tell I'm just in the zone today. Full furry degenerate, forgetting how to adult. Yeah, whatever. Whatever. I see Niku just absolutely disappeared. So much for fucking conversation. Man, it sounds like I'm still the same asshole that I was fucking in October. No, I feel fine. That's the thing. I don't know what the hell comes over me when I start streaming. I guess I'm still in that zone. I don't know. Maybe if we get talking about other stuff, I'll be fine. Yeah, this isn't bad so far. It's not terrible. What'd that say? Does that say times 6? Okay, it's a times 6. Cool. Cool. Keep this going. Alright, we got so many colors. Yeah, this game is kind of... I mean, I've kind of trained myself at this point to just kind of ignore the vast majority of what happens on screen. I'm curious to somebody who isn't trained what this looks like, if anything, because it's a sight. It's a sight to behold. It is absolutely a sight to behold. Alright, we got this. Oh, fuck. I don't know why I just did that. Like a giant mess, yeah. That's because it is, but it's my giant mess, and it's just, this is me. This is perfect for me, dude. Oh, shit. Just stuttered for a moment. I got scared. Ah. Ow. Fuck. Like I said, there's no room to maneuver. You have to bomb them. So I guess I'm going to just start using all of my bombs, I guess. Watch this not even be a fucking 2 million run. This would be interesting on a Vectrex, yeah. Yeah. I'd be curious to see. The only problem is the amount of shit on screen. I think this would be cool on a Vectrex. But I think it would just be too messy for the tiny little screen and beam inside it to redraw everything constantly. I mean, wasn't there flickering on any number of Vectrex games, probably, but like, what was that one? It was the one, Clean Sweep, I think it was called? Yeah. And that one had a ton of flickering. So, I just feel like there's so much going on screen. And that's the problem, is that a lot of these games, especially when they're, you know, purpose-built for this, you know, the hardware, like when we're talking like Robotron or something, they had special hardware that made the amount of shit on screen actually, you know, possible. A lot of that came down to the blitter chip inside that just kind of was quickly and easily able to write whatever to memory. Whereas, really, any number of home consoles at the time, they didn't work on, obviously they didn't work on, you know, quite as powerful hardware because it had to be, you know, cheap. But also, they were more kind of generalized. They were kind of like an approximation of everything, you know, your traditional kind of arcade game. They were just kind of like approximating. So you got a couple bitmap sprites, and you could only have like a couple per scan line, and it was just very simplified. And that became the problem, because the vast majority of them work on, you know, something like that. Even if they have hardware sprites, I imagine probably the later ones, like I don't think the Genesis had hardware sprites. I think when you get past a certain point, it was powerful enough that they could handle it just with the, you know, the software render. But early on, I know the Ataris all used this kind of hardware rendering system that was just very generalized, and it could not handle the, you know, tons of nonsense on screen, even if it would look pretty cool, you know, drawn by a laser. But you know, what can you do? It was consumer hardware from the early 80s. Of course, it wasn't going to be like crazy technologically powerful. I don't know, because they say that like there was a version of Robotron planned for the 2600, which I would fucking pay money to see that. I can't imagine what Robotron would look like on the 2600. Apparently, what they were going to do is that they were going to have it on a thing called the Graduate, which was supposed to be like a ROM or a RAM add-on for the 2600. So the 2600 only had, I think, 128 bytes of RAM. So this added like an extra 2 kilobytes, which is still fucking tiny. Remember that a comparable computer at the time would have had, God, I don't know. Actually, I'm not gonna say that, because I know the Macintosh had 128K, but still 128K versus 2K, like you can see that there's memory discrepancies there. But that's still more than doubling. I don't know how I survived that, but okay. More than doubling what the 2600 was capable of, multiple times over. The problem is, the 2600, like I said, it uses the hardware sprites. So I think you get two bitmap sprites, a ball, and 2 missile sprites. So you were meant literally just to run combat and Pong on it, and that's it. That's what Atari sold you. So any 2600 game that did more than that was just okay. I don't know how the fuck they did that. Usually by completely abusing hardware sprites, and it's all just really fascinating to look at these games that are so simple and primitive now, but like they needed to do some crazy fucking hacking to get it even remotely working on the 2600 being so underpowered. I know with Pitfall, for instance, you had the scenes with the swinging vine. The vine was actually the ball sprite. So what they would do is they would literally just move the ball sprite every scan line. Like, shit like that is fucking insane. Just to think that, like, that's what they had to do. That's what they had to do to draw a line. Godspeed to those fucking poor programmers, dude. Godspeed. I don't know how they pulled it off, but they did. Nowadays, we're so spoiled, we can just run everything in a virtual machine and just have everything be interpreted. No, these motherfuckers, they were running, like, yeah, the maddest fucking lads, am I right? Like, I don't know how they did it. I remember, it was it was from GDC, because they had those game postmortems. I'm trying to remember, was it David Crane's? I think it was David Crane's, yeah. Where he was talking about, that's gonna stop me now. That's my train of thought. He was talking. Oh yeah, sorry, I remember. They were talking about how they had to count clock cycles on the horribly underpowered 6502, which somehow still ran like tons and tons of fucking computers and game consoles after that. I think did the Genesis use the 6502? I don't think so, actually. I know the NES did, and I think the Super Nintendo did, but I'm not sure. Yeah, now I've distracted myself, and this game is absolutely terrible, but whatever. Okay, I'm more interested in telling the story now. So yeah, they were talking about how he had to, like, count clock cycles, and if you could get 2 or 3 back in a, in a subroutine, that was huge, because think of what you could do in all that time. Having to do, crazy calculations in the vertical blanking interval. Genesis used the 68,000. SNES used the 16-bit version of the 6502. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I knew the Nintendo systems used the 6502. The later consoles I wasn't as sure about, but yeah, that makes sense. So it was such a different time, because, and I know that these people still exist. They write software for space shuttles and embedded systems and all that shit, where you have to, like, get it optimized. This is gonna be the last game before I take a quick break, but you have to get things just perfectly optimized to do what you want it to do. But nowadays, again, you can just have your entire program be interpreted by Python or JavaScript engine, and that's it. It's perfectly fine. And that's wild to me that we've gotten to this point. It's like, no wonder software is so terrible nowadays. Seriously, this came up the other day where I was thinking, what the fuck is Microsoft doing with Word? I've always hated Word because it's so slow and clunky, and it tries to hold your hand. And at the same time, and I'm giving away what we're going to be doing for the other half of the stream, I've been playing with an emulator mini VMac because I've had chunky Macs on the brain. What can I say? Anyway, so what was I saying? But MacWord 5 is, like, legitimately fantastic. It's just so, even when it's running at, I don't have the emulator overclocked, I don't have it going at, like, the normal 8 times speed. When I have it, it just, the original speed of the machine, it still feels snappy as hell. Like, everything about it is just perfect. And I'm like, then I go to, like, Word Online or Word 2010, and it's a shit show. It's just a massive shit show. Like, I'll try to put something on another line, and it'll try to help you. It'll capitalize that word. And I'm like, no, I want it to be lowercase. I'm just trying to do basic typesetting, but you want to help me out. And it's obnoxious. It's really obnoxious. I'm thinking, like, and it's so slow, too. Like, on a machine that's objectively far less powerful than any cheap, shitty machine you'll be able to get from, like, I don't know. I know Goodwill doesn't really sell computers anymore, but you get what I mean. Like, any, like, 10-year-old Dell can still run fucking circles around a Mac Plus. But on, you know, a Mac Plus, Word somehow runs infinitely better. And I'm just thinking, like, these programmers, dude. I get that programming is hard and they want to, you know, have everything be abstracted and, you know, it's very simple and it all uses, you know, like human language and all that. But it's just like, can one of you not? Can one of you write, like, I think a decent... I'm not even saying you have to go full assembler, but, like, surely there's something you can cut out of that big-ass Word package that'll make it run a little bit smoother, start up a little bit faster. Maybe you could stop trying to help me when I just want a 2-column script? Question mark? I don't know. Apparently not. Apparently fucking not. And I just don't know how that works. But that's Microsoft for you. I guess part of it is that they have to support so much. You know, because there's been like... I'm not even going to get a million on this run. Okay. It's just like there's so many different versions of like the Word file format that they have to support and this, that, and the other. And I'm just thinking, like, maybe it's because they have so much to support. Maybe that's why it's so bloated. But I'm just thinking, I feel like you can abstract that out. Sorry, not abstract. I feel like you can split that out into a separate... Like, if you need to convert Word files, why can't that be a separate program? Why does that need to be in the main program where it's slowing down the boot up time? I don't understand that. You know? I don't. I guess this is kind of the Linux philosophy of do one thing and do it well, but at the same time, Linux doesn't do anything well. That's all I can say. I still thoroughly enjoy making fun of Linux because it's just... There's nothing about it that's even remotely impressive. I mean, sure, it's like, oh, it's rock solid. Okay. Like, it's stable. Oh, look, it's a server operating system. It's a server operating system that people are like, oh, you just run wine, and there you go. Now it can do everything that your shiny new Windows 10 machine can do. Yeah, you wish. You fucking wish. Good lord. I don't mean to go on a massive ramble. I don't know. I'm amusing myself right now. Just wondering, where did we get to this point where programmers were like fucking lumberjacks 40 years ago, and now they're like, they can barely do math. They could barely pass geometry class. Not me, though. I can pass it with flying colors. Way too many colors. Come on, I just want a 1 million out of this run. It's not a good run in the slightest. I just want a 1 million out of it, and I'll be satisfied. Because we've already been going for almost 45 minutes. Conspiracy theory, next version of Microsoft Word is coded in GameMaker. Honestly, it would probably run better. It would probably actually run better. Somebody make it happen. But it's just Word. That's the thing I don't understand. It's just Word. It's just text. It's text and some images. It's like, why do you need all of this extra shit? And it's like, I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of things in Word that can just be like, what happened to Microsoft Publisher? Is that still included? I don't think Publisher is still a thing. Fuck, was it even still a thing in 2007? Shows you how long I've been out of the fucking Word ecosystem. I barely even, or the Office ecosystem. I barely know what's in it anymore, other than OneNote? Question mark? Remember when people used OneNote? I don't. Actually, I do know one person who used OneNote. I don't talk to them anymore because they're psycho, but I don't understand OneNote. I mean, I understand it. I'm sure it's got a lot of utility, but I'd rather just use SimpleNote or Evernote. I don't see any need to have it with my Office software. Or the Notes app on my fucking phone. I'd rather just do that. Not that I have anything that can run it on this Windows machine. Or anything that can read my notes. I have to log in on a web browser and do whatever, but whatever. There's Publisher 2013. Gotcha. Yeah, there's so much to Word that I think could be put into a separate program, put into Publisher or something. Like, I feel like it does too much. I feel like it's word processing. And what should a word processor do? Well, obviously you should write stuff on it. Obviously, like, it's good for, like, I don't know, letters. Letters is, like, the main thing. I remember how big of a deal, like, mail merge was when we were talking about, like, Word for Windows, back when it was literally called Word for Windows. Like, mail merge was, like, the hottest shit. They're like, oh my god, I can just give it a list of names and have it robotically put it into all of these letters for me. It's impressive. So I guess you should do, what, letter writing? I don't know, because, again, I mean, I use it for my school reports. I actually do use Word 5 for my fucking school assignments at this point. I do. I made it work. It's so satisfying. They have no idea. Because thankfully it supports RTF. It was just like the dawn of RTF as a file format. Thankfully it supports it, and RTF hasn't changed a goddamn bit since like 1995. I know they've introduced new versions of it, but it's just like nobody fucking takes advantage. Nothing supports the new versions of RTF, basically. Not even WordPad. It's all, so whatever this format puts out, whatever this version of Word puts out, it can be read by anything. And I've successfully, like, turned in school assignments written on Word 5, just turned them in. Of course, I have to convert it first. I have to convert it to, like, DocX or something, because professors are fucking stupid, dude. I don't know if you've noticed this. I don't know if any of you are in college. Professors are fucking stupid. They won't even accept a text file because they're like, I can't read it. It's not a DocX or a PDF, so I can't read it. I don't know what this is. And they just have, like a conniption over it. I'm like, I don't understand. Is basic computer literacy, like, a requirement for your fucking job? Apparently not, because, like, my script writing professor, for whatever reason, even though the software D2L supports both previewing DocX and PDF, he'll still upload both versions of it. So you'll have two absolutely identical versions of, like, the instructions for an assignment. You'll just have them, they'll be the exact same. They'll be the exact same, sitting side by side, and it's like, he does this with every single assignment. I'm just sitting here, what the fuck? You can just upload the one, dude. You can just upload the PDF if you're that concerned. Just have the PDF, it's fine. No biggie. Everything takes PDF, it's fine. But none of them will accept a text file. And I'm just thinking, nah. It's a text file. It's ASCII. It works in everything. Just take my goddamn assignment. You don't need, like, you don't need bold text. If you can read it, that's all you need. And you're not even supposed to, like, really use bold in, like, papers and stuff. I mean, you're supposed to italicize, I guess, but, like, you're not supposed to have tons of formatting. I don't know. I just feel like there's so much that could be a whole lot simpler. But everybody, the only thing they understand is Word. Imagine if you gave them a fucking WordPerfect document or like a WordStar document and they shit themselves. They're like, the fuck is this? I can't do anything with this. Actually, it is pretty hard to do anything with old file formats. I tried converting WordPerfect. I think one of the earlier WordPerfect formats. I tried converting it. It didn't work. RTF is the only thing that anything takes. It's kind of crazy. Come on. Oh, fuck. I was like, this is a good life. Come on, we can do this. But apparently not. Maybe this will be a 2 million run. I don't know. Frankly, I thought I was going to die ages ago and I could go get my laundry, but I didn't. So we're good. We're good. I don't know. I feel... Oh, fucking hell, that was stupid. I just feel like there's so much waste and bureaucracy in really any school system, especially in college. I mean, I'm paying to fucking be here, and aside from constantly gouging me on money that I don't have, like, they wanted a $75 charge to pick my fucking room next year. I'm like, I don't know anybody on this fucking campus. I don't care. Put me somewhere. And they're like, well, this is a requirement because you're required to live on campus. So you need to pay us $75. It's like, bitch, I'm already giving you my fucking tuition. I don't know why I need to give you a couple extra fingers along with that kidney. It's a little obnoxious. And all the professors can do everything totally differently. There's no standardization. There's no making it easy for students. They're all required to use D2L, but they all use D2L differently. And it's just like, stop. You don't have to do everything differently from every other professor. You can do something the same as the guy down the hall. It's okay not to be totally goddamn different in everything you've ever done. I guess because a lot of them, they've designed their course material, which, okay. Alright, so you design I could design course material. Fuck. I could come up with a semester-long course on music videos. I absolutely could. Oh man, determined Cammy, the best kind. One of my favorite Cammies was that one where he's like posing really triumphantly. It was a full body. It was like one of the ones you did when I was like upset. That was a good one. It's up in my toy house somewhere. I quite enjoy that one. Yeah. Okay. Look, I'm not turning down Badgers. It's just not something I do. It's not something that's in my nature, nor would it be, appropriate. I've come too far to just let go of the Badgers now. They are a comfort. They are necessary to a healthy existence on this planet. So I'm going to take them as they come and enjoy them. Oh, Jesus Christ. There we go again. Oh, this is a 2 million run. I'm barely paying attention at this point. I'm just on autopilot, just like thumbsticks, and it's a 2 million run. Okay. I would have lost it a couple months ago. Like, oh my god, it's a 2 million run. Now I'm not even paying attention. Like, I mean, I don't know. The game is just a part of me at this point. It's something I play when I'm bored. And I'm not terribly sure. I'm not like pursuing it or anything. Like, aside from just kind of enjoying it, I'm not really pursuing it in terms of score. I was trying to get I think I said the high score was, or the world record was like, what, 3.5 million, which would technically put me above it, but that's on Twin Galaxies, and Twin Galaxies is not exactly terribly accurate, not just in terms of all the cheating stuff, but also in some of the verified scores that they have are just not accurate. You could see this with Guitar Hero. All their rankings for the Guitar Hero songs, pretty much all of them are lower than Score Hero's rankings, which Score Hero is the Guitar Hero forum. That's where all the leaderboards are. You know, those are where guys care about fucking frame perfect star power activation to squeeze. You know, that's where that shit's important, and that will actually net you a couple extra 100 points. So if you want, you know, first place in a song, that's what you have to do. And Score Hero doesn't really count that because Twin Galaxies. So I'm thinking that maybe 3.5 isn't actually the world record, that the world record isn't actually known. Beyond that, I don't know. And this is an emulator run, so it wouldn't count anyway. You need to do it on an actual console, which, I mean, I could. The problem is a capture device. I don't have a good component capture device. I don't think I will, and I don't really care to because I'm not playing my Wii off. I don't even have my Wii here. It's just not something I'm interested in. But, you know, that's how that goes. You can see how many repulsors the game is throwing at me now. Like, it is just... You basically have to keep moving, and you have to keep, like, cutting into the inside and dodging and weaving. Actually, I think this is the best run of the night. I don't remember what my first game's high score was, but this is a 2.7 at least. If I don't pick up the pace and come back to this, this is at least a 2.7, which is not a bad run at all. That was about standard for me for a good solid bit into my grind. Until I randomly got 3 million and then got 4 million one day. I don't know how it works. So many repulsors. So many goddamn repulsors. They're the worst. They're the actual fucking worst. Oh, Jesus Christ, how am I surviving this? Ah! I don't know how that happened. I don't know how I did that, but I did. That's... Okay, 2.8. Cool, 2.8. I don't know. Maybe in all of my rambling and autistic glory, I'll somehow pull off a 3 million on stream. I don't know. Not that it would be a PB, but it would be something. I don't feel it right now though. I don't think this will be a 3 million. It'd be cool though. It'd absolutely be cool. But I don't know. Right now I'm. All right, there we go. So yeah, I'm gonna take a quick break. I don't even have. Do I have a scene for taking a break? I'm gonna have my test card. I don't know, but I gotta go grab my laundry and then a drink, and I'll be back in like 5 minutes. So yeah, we'll just put it like that. We'll just cut it there, and there you go. So I'll be back in a bit. Okay. And we are back. We are back. Yeah, I just threw on some music because I didn't want it to be total silence while I was gone. So I have water. Things are taken care of. And we are ready to begin. Yes, so this is the one I wanted to play just because I was bored. And sort of like I was saying, I've been kind of sitting here on this Mac OS 7 emulator for the longest time. It's a good emulator. I enjoy it quite a bit. It's mini VMac. I mean, it's if you're in the know about Mac emulation, it's not like it's anything special, but it's special to me because I use this daily. Like I said, I write papers on this fucking thing. It's just so charming to me because it's all in black and white and crunchy, and the game that we're playing is very, very crunchy indeed. And that's the original SimCity. So I guess a little bit of my history with SimCity while I go and get this up. I have a little... I love this Apple menu. This is the best thing for launching applications I've ever seen. Nothing has come close. Not the dock, not the start menu. No, this is my favorite way to launch applications in any OS ever. It's just, there's all your shit right there. It's just so simple. I enjoy it quite a bit, you know? I don't need anything more. So actually, hold on. Let me check real quick. All right, so I have nothing else running. All right, booting into SimCity then. So I guess a little bit of my history with SimCity. I have SimCity 4 on the PC, obviously. I have it on Steam. I couldn't get into it. It's way too complicated. It's way too difficult. I'm not into crazy detailed... Oh, I forgot. This plays a bunch of noises. Shut the fuck... Shut up! Mute. It's not like SimCity has any noises anyway, so it's fine. Worst case scenario, I'll go find some Colonel Red and put it in the background. But SimCity 4 was way too complicated for me. I did not like it. I'm not a person... I like the occasional simulation game. I don't like really complicated simulation games. I'm not interested in... Especially given that SimCity 4 isn't even that accurate. Like, the traffic in SimCity 4 is fucking broken to shit. And that's the problem. It's not like... The closer you get it to quote-unquote reality, you're really only getting it as close to a developer's reality. You're not really even getting it to, like, the actual fucking reality. Because... I mean, I don't even think that should be the point. I just think it should be fun. And so... I wanted to see if the earlier SimCity games were any less crazy and complicated, and it turns out they are. They are a whole lot less complicated, and some people would say, oh, they're not as detailed, you can't really get as in-depth. I don't care. I don't want that much depth. I don't need that much depth. So this whets my appetite for city simulation games whatsoever. I'm sure if you're really into it, you'll probably love, like, you know, SimCity 4, SimCity, you know, 2000, Skylines, whatever else is out there. I'm not into it. I just want something basic, and I want something that I can just sort of, you know, play with. So, I guess I'm going to do a little bit of that thing I did with Cheese, where I'm going to try to involve you guys a little bit into the game, because it's, I don't know, it's good. And I guess the first things first, do you want me to start a new city, or do you want me to load the one that I was playing earlier? It's probably... I would probably start a new city, but also the one that I have going, I just love the terrain on it, and we could just start right there and something's already built. But I don't know, it's fun starting from scratch, you know? Yeah. I'll just start with a new city then. Alright, alright. So yeah, first things first, it generates terrain for you. Just a little bit of terrain. And you can actually choose what kind of terrain you want. You can either have it generate a new map, or if you find one you like, use it. I quite like this. Should we go with this one, guys? I quite like this. A little bit of a waterway never hurt anybody. There's a lot of space to build. I like this. So, already you can see just how... Oh, it is a bird. It is a bird. Look, it's a crane. Not a crane. Nicole, weren't you gonna draw a crane? You should still draw a crane. Do it. Anyway, you can already see how crunchy it is, though. Like, this is what you're looking at. These are these fucking textures. This is what you're looking at the entire game. It's wonderful. It's absolutely wonderful. Yeah. All right. So we'll use this map then. You can set your gameplay level, which I think, obviously, aside from changing the amount of money that you have at the start, which if you're playing on hard, you're suicidal. I don't know how people fucking do it. So I'm just probably going to play on easy. I think also disasters happen a whole lot more on hard, and I don't want that. In fact, we're going to be turning disasters off because I had a really nice city going on that disasters ruined. And it was totally bullshit because I'd put a lot of effort in that city. It was finally stable, and then it was just factories started fucking exploding. Like it does, you know, like factories do. So we're just gonna start on easy, and I gotta name it. Okay, what should we name it, guys? What should we name the city? The thing that I'm gonna be staring at this entire stream. I guess I'll be thinking of names alongside it. Apricot Bay. You want me to name it Apricot Bay? I will do it. I actually will. Alright. Fuck it. This is Apricot Bay right here. And we're going to turn it into the capital of fuck you. We're going to do it. There you go. Apricot Bay. That's a reference that only 3 out of the 4 people who are watching this are going to get. So when you start a city, you get the city map, comprehensive. So there's a bunch of different maps in the game showing off. We'll get into these. But yeah, you get $20,000 and you just start right off. You're thrown right into it. First things first, turn off disasters because fuck disasters. And we'll scroll around a little bit here to figure out where we're going. This looks like a good place to start. So I think because we want our idealistic residential and commercial where everyone lives in harmony area, because we want it up here, I'm thinking we're going to probably want all of the nasty factories and shit across the waterway. And I'll just build, I don't know, roads or something to fix it. So first things first, we're going to need... Where should I put the power plant? Because it's going to be a nuclear power plant. And I'll put the nuclear power plant... we'll put it on the industrial side. We'll do that. So we'll do that. You just plop it down right here. So there we go. I like how when it spawns, it still has the no power icon. That's funny as fuck. Yeah, then you could just pretend that they don't exist, and you could just live in harmony with nature. Never mind the fact that all the pollution is over there. We are green. But I just love how the power plant doesn't have any power at the start. That's poetic. So I guess first things first, let's start laying down some industry. So you just kind of zone a couple bits for industry, and then also you're going to need to connect them with power lines and then also roads. So as long as you have power and roads, you have a city with growth potential, to quote LGR. So we'll just power lines right there. Bulldoze this a little bit. There we go. All right, so now we have some industrial. That's the first thing you think of when you think of soft boy furries, right? Is fucking factories and dirty industry, right? By the way, if you're used to later SimCity games, it's not a matter of you can zone the 3 different grades of like residential, commercial, and industrial, because in later games you could actually control how let me change the game speed to fast. You could control exactly what it's zoned for. So I think the higher grade residential, you kind of need a certain city size and you need a certain land value for people to start putting like really expensive, like ritzy, like penthouses and shit up there. So for the vast majority of the early part of, you know, any SimCity game, you're mostly zoning the like low end, like shitty part of town, residential and commercial and all that. There's no distinction here. It's just literally residential, commercial, industrial. So I think other than that, oh, I got to turn the budgeting off. Cash flow -15. Oh no, we're going under, boys. We're going fucking straight under. I'll turn on auto budget because I usually don't need to fuck with the tax rate. Just keep it as is. Just keep it going, basically. And they also want residential. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have some residential probably around here, right? And some roads. This is totally not economically viable in the slightest, but we're gonna do it anyway. Oh, I meant to do that. So we've got what? Let's put it down here. I'm lazy, so we're just gonna do that. We're just gonna do that, and there we go. So then I also need power line. The hell? I've never seen that before. What is that? The bridge go out? I didn't know the bridge could go out. Okay. That's something you don't see every day. So at the same time, we're going to just... Can we zone across the ocean? Yeah, we can. So just power lines across the ocean. So power up these zones. And... try to keep everything decently spaced so it's kind of more visually interesting to look at, I guess. And more commercial zones needed. I like that. Nobody fucking wants commercial right now, but the game is like, no, you need commercial. Whatever. So you know how it goes. And I suppose we should probably zone a little bit more industrial, right? And we need power lines, so we'll just plop down some power lines. Already people are starting to move into our town, and I am $10,000 in the hole. That is wonderful. That's kind of what you expect from... Oh shit, did I put down residential? No, people aren't supposed to live here. They're not supposed to live here among fucking the smog. Absolutely not. No, this is where the industrial happens. And that's all you need to know. But people are already starting to move into our wonderful town. And I don't know. I just like in this, like, it's probably not remotely... I guess the bridge is going out. I guess that's really what the bridge going out fucking looks like. That's nice. Seriously, I'm so confused. I've never seen that before. That's weird. Anyway, so people are moving in, and beyond that, I don't know. I guess we just wait a little bit because they still don't want any commercial. Apparently, nobody wants to set up their shitty used car dealership yet, so we're just gonna wait. How did we jump fucking 7 people? What? I hope they enjoy watching me play the black and white SimCity, because I don't know, this is starting out rather slow, but all great, you know, cities do. It's all very, very humble. I don't know, let's put some fucking parks down or something so that looks a little less stupid. But hi, new people, if you want to pop into the chat. Absolutely good to have you on my first stream in, God, how long ago? It was October? 4 months? All right, so now we're a town. We're a town. Let's look at that. Let's look at the map of just the comprehensive. Yeah. Okay. No, that seriously, look at it. Look at that little bit right there. That must be the bridge going out. I don't know what the hell is going on there. But I don't like it. I don't like it in the slightest. Oh, now people want a commercial. So I guess it's time to put down some commercial. Just like that. Get them in these nice little rows. Oh, and you gotta power them. That's actually the one thing that it kind of gets me about this version of SimCity is that roads don't connect zones in terms of power. So if you want to power up an adjacent zone that's connected next to one that is powered, you have to have a power line, which, I mean, makes sense, except for the fact that there's no good way to just, if you want to destroy this tile, like if you just want to destroy the road, you have to destroy the power line with it. That is annoying and stupid, and I don't like it. As we're already starting to get some traffic in here. That's cool. Granted, at the same time, I don't know how I would do that. You know, just say, oh, I only want to bulldoze one part of this tile. So, I mean, I guess it makes sense. But if you're replacing all of your roads with rails, which is what I do later on in the game, it's stupid. You have to... It is good vibes. Absolutely good vibes. I don't know. It takes a little bit. And usually I end up pausing the game and just making sure that I've gotten all of these little power lines connected again. Because it gets kind of annoying. But here's where I'm going to try to make everything a little bit less... a little bit less symmetrical. I don't know, sometimes I like to leave these little gaps in here, and I think it just makes for more interesting layouts. I think if you're not careful, it's really easy to just make boxes, and I'm not really into that grid kind of thing. I want to have some breathing room. So just power that up real quick. Go. All right. I always love when they demand a zone and then they have empty zones and they don't do anything with them. Like, there's 4 fucking commercial lots for you to plant your shit on right here, and you don't do anything with it, even though you're like desperate for more fucking commercial. And I'm just, I don't know. The sim people are not. See, look, they want industry. We got 2 industry lots right here that nobody's doing jack shit with. You just kind of have to wait. It seems like I get slightly better luck if I end up killing a zone and then rezoning for it. Everybody's drawing to me just kind of rambling on about SimCity. I'm glad I can be background noise. I appreciate this. I don't know. There is something very satisfying about playing this too, to grow to city status. Hopefully by the end of the stream I'll actually have it at capital status. But that's going to probably take a while. So I'm going to leave this spot open for a stadium. I know that people eventually want a stadium, so I'm going to leave that open when people want it. I suppose we'll check the crime rate. Hey, Kevin. More Kevins are always good. Always good. So crime rate. Yeah, all right. Let's put a police station down real quick. Let's just put them right there. Right there is good. So, yeah, I mean, the sort of strategy for the later SimCity games still applies in this one, where you build nothing until people clamor for it. And that's actually something that you want to do with this one. And this is another reason why turning off disasters is such a good idea, is that you don't have any fire. You can see that the fire is totally grayed out. Fires do not happen when disasters are off, which means you don't have to build fire stations. Even if people demand them, you don't have to build them. And that saves money. It saves money in maintenance. It saves money in just all sorts of stuff. It's good. It's very, very good. So people still want more residential and more commercial, so let's get growing. We have plenty of space. Let's do it. I love the I like the aesthetic of the black and white Mac version a whole lot more than I like the aesthetic of the of even like the EGA or the CGA versions of SimCity. I like the way that it's so. I mean, we say over and over, it's crunchy, it's crunchy, it's crunchy. No, it's detailed. There's a lot of detail because all they have are textures. So there's a lot of detail in the black and white SimCity that doesn't happen in any of the color versions. And of course, in the later versions, they ended up using 3D models, which, I mean, you know how 3D models age. Pixels age like fucking wine. They're just wonderful no matter what. This game still looks fantastic. So, for whatever reason, all they want is residential. So we're just going to keep building residential. Okay. But yeah, I like the black and white a whole lot. I just think there's something incredibly... There's a personality to it that isn't necessarily in any of the other games. And that's honestly something that I like about all of the Mac games. You can see how much they don't want industry right now. That's in a lot of Mac games, though, especially Mac games of this time period. None of them really had color, because the only color capable Macintosh at the time was the Mac 2. You know, the Mac Plus didn't have color. In fact, none of the compact Macs other than the Color Classics had color. I don't know about the LCs or anything like that later on. What I do know is that the compact Macs did not have color. So all of the games had to rely on textures, basically. And also, I'm going to pause it real quick. That also applies to, and I'm going to spotlight this because I like it a lot. One of my favorite features of Mac System 7 is... okay, so apparently I can't... Can I minimize SimCity? I don't know what the fuck that did, but okay. Oh, is it full screen? It looks the exact same. What in the hell? I don't know what that did, but okay. Can I hide it? Ah, here we go. Hide SimCity. One of my favorite features of Mac System 7 is there's no wallpaper. What there is, this is wonderful. Hold on. I think I have to pull up the control panel for it. You can see all the games I have on here. I have a version of Centipede. I have a version... Megaroids is a lot of fun. It's just an Asteroids clone, but it looks great. Plays pretty great. Tetris. Tetris Max is another one that's just super crunchy. Lode Runner. Lode Runner's fucking annoying to play, but I still play it sometimes because, you know, why not? And then I have all of my software on here. System folder. Control panels. Anyway, so yeah, this is one thing that I really like about System 7. Let me see if I can open this actually with all of the memory that SimCity's taking. Yes, okay. Desktop patterns. And I don't want to change this because I actually quite like what I've got going on here. But there's all these different patterns, and you can actually see them. You get a little bit of a grid. How big is that? It was what? 8x8? Yeah, you get an 8x8 grid to draw whatever fucking nonsense pattern you want. And it gets projected onto the background. So there's no wallpaper, but there is a pattern, and you could draw your own pattern. And granted, there's only so much you can do in 8x8, but the fact, I don't know, that's just something that I find really, really cool. Because with a screen this low res, that's, I mean, you know, this low memory, that's what you do. You know, you just have little patterns. You could also blank it out entirely if you just want no pattern. But that's boring. And some of these aren't particularly good looking, like when they're actually, you know, on the screen. It's just kind of like, eh. But I don't know. I like that a lot. I like the patterns, and you can see I kind of have a little custom one that I drew back here that I was just kind of fooling around with, and it looked at like looks like waves or shingles or something like that. So I did that. Anyway, back to the game. But yeah, that's the one thing that I like, is that when you only have black and white, you have to rely on dithering for pretty much everything. And I don't know, it just gives it a cool look. It just gives it a cool look that I think we've been spoiled by color, and we've been spoiled by millions of colors. Like, it was just 30 years ago the computers didn't have color, or at least they didn't have very many colors. So the fact that we can display, every cheap shitty monitor has at least 24-bit color. Dithering is fantastic. Dithering is just lovely. And there's so much detail. Just look at the zones right here. There's just so much personality in looking at all of these different residential, and plus there's actually different buildings that'll pop up in the different zones depending on what exactly gets built there. So for instance, the residentials, sometimes a hospital will pop up, so you just see this big cross building that's like, I don't know, I just think that's really, like, it's not something you notice unless you do notice it. I enjoy it. Let's build a park here. There's a park. I love it. That's a park. That's a fucking park. It's just a bunch of, it's just a dither, but that's a park. So yeah, people apparently don't want my shitty industrial zones. So I'm gonna check some maps and see, or actually check my evaluation window. What do people want? What are people thinking of me? It's like a 25, 30, 75 split. So most people think the housing costs are bullshit, which you solve housing costs by getting people better jobs, but unfortunately they don't want commercial right now, so I don't know what the hell I'm supposed to do. Build more houses, I guess. I just think, plus the method that you use to build your town, I just think is super comfy. Like, just drawing out roads is so satisfying. It's just very, very satisfying. Alright, so let's power up those zones. Yeah, you can see the traffic gridlock is kind of probably getting bad up here, but frankly, these motherfuckers aren't getting rails. They're not getting rails until I start actually bringing in some goddamn money. In fact, let me check my budget. Cash flow, -5. Fuck. Fuck. What do you want? And I'm not raising taxes. Raising taxes is the best way to kill your town. There's no good reason to raise taxes. I think you can get away with an 8%, maybe 9%, but if the tax rate is any higher, you're killing your town, and the only way you can fix it is to lower the tax rate again. So unfortunately, that way of getting money doesn't really work. So you just kind of have to sit there with your thumb up your ass and hope for the best. There you go. Oh, everything's back up. Sometimes if you just wait, all the demand goes back up. I don't know how that works, but it does. So people are now building in my residential zones. I'm gonna have, we'll probably zone a little bit of commercial here on the side. Yeah, that's cool. Just have all these nice little streets. Connect that there. It's just really satisfying, honestly. I don't know. It's the only SimCity game so far to actually hook me. The later games, I just get stuck on. I'm just like I know where to start. Okay, you put down a power plant, you draw out a bunch of shit. I'll have a perfectly wonderful town, and I'm still in the red. So I don't know. This is the only game I've ever been able to make a profit in. And usually the way you solve that is you speed the emulator up and you wait for how much money you need, and then you build some more. Don't you just Don't you just love software toys from Maxis Corporation something? I do. Now people don't want any residential. People are like, I'm not living in this fucking shitty town. That's okay. Somebody loves Apricot Bay. It's okay. Again, you just wait and it'll go right back up. So, like, I don't know. There's a couple things you can do to sort of increase the demand for different zone types. But beyond, you just build. You build. Like, if people don't want fucking residential, okay, you're going to build some. You're just going to build some more commercial, or you're just going to, whatever. Oh man, this is the thing. This is so antithetical to what Apricot Bay actually is in the Pennyverse. It's just like it's a town right now. Don't worry, it's gonna be a fucking city by the end of this stream. And there's just something amusing about a gigantic. I mean, because the whole point was, weren't they leaving the city to move to Apricot Bay? So it's like, okay, all right, I get that. So they moved from the city into the city. That's just how it does. But yeah, it is amusing. And you can see them driving their little cars. And I don't know, I'm not a colorful cartoon animal. Not yet, anyway. I don't know, more commercial, I guess. Kevin works in a factory. Poor Kevin, he's gonna get black lung. That's sad. Sometimes the travel brochures stretch the truth, Umu. Those goddamn salesmen. They're always up to something. Oh, they want more industry. All right, time to go to the other. Time to go to the other side of the planet and put up some more factories. Put up some more disgusting, belchy factories. That's what you do. This is the one where Kevin works right here. This one. There we go. Oh, and you can see my funds are already starting to dwindle. That annoys the ever-loving fuck out of me. Is that even on easy, I can't imagine this on even normal, because your first power plant already takes 1/4 of your shit. And I don't generally do a lot of like the mid-game upgrades really early on. The one thing I do refuse is coal. I do not do a coal power plant, even though it is slightly cheaper. I don't. Something pollution. I already have. Oh, poor Kevin. He has no idea. Kevin has absolutely no idea. This is the industrial park. It's like the industrial park from SpongeBob. He has no idea. He's going to be working in the fucking nuclear power plant. Kevin's going to have cancer. That's so tragic. God. The weary blob. The fucking weary blob. Oh, man. That's different from the one I have. That's different from the one I'm used to. Oh, man. That's... Poor Kevin. Christ, all he wanted to do was love. And all he got was cancer. Oh, good lord. The next Pennyverse storyline, Kevin has cancer. Oh, that's just the saddest thing ever. But you know what? That's what you get. That's what you get. Dark Penny Part 2. Just so much Umu. I'm having a good time. I love it. You can see my demeanor entirely. Like this is actually how I am. It's wonderful. Like I don't know. Geometry Wars is just very, very. It's a competitive game. It brings out the man in me. This brings out the entrepreneur in me. I don't know. I don't want any of the commercial. They're like, fuck your commercial. It's alright, I don't blame you. I don't want to set up a business in this town either. I wish I could set up a post office. I want an Arthur. Geometry Wars is for Chads. It is for Chads. And you know me. Chad material. How are we doing with the budget? Alright, now we're just in the black. We are slightly in the black. So... Oh, damn. Demand is fucking sky high for everything. And yet they're still not taking my goddamn commercial. Dude, the people of Apricot Bay are assholes. I zone... Do you know how hard it was to zone all of this shit? Do you know my fucking city commissioner was like, no. You shouldn't put a fucking car dealership there. You shouldn't let them build there. You should have a park. You should have a nice park with a nice fountain for the people's health. And I said, fuck you. Oh, now they're taking my commercial. Okay. Hey, we're a city now. Cool. Cool. They're probably complaining about the traffic next. Let me check my evaluation on them. See? Once again, we've got just a wonderful, like, 75-25 split. Housing costs are still the thing people hate, which, I'm sorry, get better paying jobs. The trigonometry and social studies professors duke it out in their respective games to prove who's more Chad. I'd watch it. I'd watch it. Seriously, you want my commercial. I know you want it. Good lord. Fuck you. I'll try that old trick of I'm going to destroy what I built and then I'm going to build it again and see if they come. Come on. Come on. You know you want my big throbbing commercial zone. Ugh. I'm good. I'm good. All right. We'll put down some more residential too while we're at it. Okay. Zone. All right. I think this is the most fun I've ever had on a stream, to be perfectly honest. I am thoroughly enjoying myself right now. Citizens demand a fire department. Lucky for you, fire doesn't exist. Oh, look, there's a hospital I was talking about. You just get this big cross-shaped building. It's a nice touch. The different residential zones all have different kind of... and it depends, too, on the road connections. Like, you could see that there's buildings all around that are just... Because, you know, there's a road connection all around. But for some residentials, like, you don't see buildings lining the sides of these two or these two. These are all, I think, apartment complexes. Like, there's just a nice bunch of variation, you know. I really appreciate the little details. Just, you know, people might say, oh, well, I don't have total control over my simulation. I might not have total control over my city, but I don't need full control over my mayor of Apricot Bay. Fire doesn't exist. It's true, and you all fucking know it. The citizens are fucking rioting in the streets, angrily demanding a fire department. I get on camera. I'm just like, all right, bitches, fire doesn't exist. Go home. Like, just to stop worrying about all of the fire. It doesn't exist, and you know it. Good Lord, fire is a government conspiracy. I'm in the government, and it's a conspiracy. Yeah, I just appreciate all the detail. I don't need all of the control to be able to put down 7 different residential zones. I just want to see some like apartment complexes over here, a hospital over there. It's just, oh my god, you're all fucking furries. I hope you know that. You're all goddamn furries. I suppose I should put down some more commercial. Fire doesn't happen. I banned it. Yeah, fire is no longer allowed. Can you imagine fire prohibition? Fire is just illegal now. Fire does not belong in our city. Fire is now illegal, and people need like they end up going to like I don't know where I was going with that, but yeah, fire doesn't exist. I said so. Because God wills it. Fire is causing too many... Fire can kill people. In fact, there's a lot of things that can kill people, but again, city commissioner is kind of up my ass lately. She's a bit stressed. We're good. We're good. We just need to take this slow. So the first thing I'm doing as mayor is I'm banning fire. I'm banning fire. That's it. It's as simple as that. That's all you need to know. I'm banning fire, and I'm putting up some more used car dealerships because everybody comes to Apricot Bay for all of our cars. Outlaw firearms? No, firearms are required. Everybody is required to own at least a couple guns. At least. If you have an entire armory in your house, I love you. You're a warm-blooded fucking American. But you're required to have at least a couple and carry your biggest gun on you at all times. Just strap your fucking assault shotgun to your back and just stop giving a fuck and just enjoy it. That's canon. Apricot Bay. Guns are required. Fire is outlawed. Oh man. It's just terrific. It's just, did you know that being mayor is amazing? They keep demanding a fire department. Fuck off. I already banned fire. Holy shit. Whew. I need to remember to breathe. I already finished my... Oh. I almost finished my water. This is good. That's really good. So I guess we gotta zone some more stuff, right? It's kind of what we're here for, is we zone stuff around here. Because I'm a mayor. And that's what mayors do. And maybe, hey, maybe I'll start up some more factories so I can give more innocent soft furries cancer. You know how it goes. Welcome to planet Earth, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. Let's check that city map real quick. How's this going? How's it looking over here? Oh, I need another fire department or police department. So I'm gonna put another police department down there. Yeah, we're growing pretty steadily. I'm satisfied. We're growing pretty decent. Imagine Arthur delivering mail with like a Spaz 12 and fucking multiple pistols just all around his waist. Just like this man is out for a firefight, but he's really just delivering mail. You know how it goes. So, because part of me is not quite the soft, wholesome, constructive person people make me out to be, one of my favorite things to do is to take a fully developed city block and fucking destroy it. And in its place, put up Law and Order. Armed to the teeth and talking about gardening. It's just what you do. He's a well-rounded individual, which is amazing because he can't connect to anybody. Poor Arthur. But, you know, just put that police department right there and watch as all of the criminals get shot by all of the guns. All of the guns. And then they get shipped off to another city to burn horribly. Because fire isn't allowed here, because we are very concerned. We are concerned with safety here in Apricot Bay. Kevin has cancer. Arthur doesn't have friends. Ooh. I thought this was supposed to be happy, wholesome Furryland. Why is this sad? Why am I sad again? My funds continue to dwindle. Bitch, they want industrial. They're not even building in the industrial. They're not even building in the industrial zones I set up. You motherfuckers. I'm going to find the person who's putting up all of this dirty industry and I'm going to kill them. The goddamn fucking salesman. I blame the salesman. I blame the salesman for all of this, okay? I didn't even want to be mayor. I didn't even want to be mayor, but I was talked into it by the fucking salesman. God, it's nightmarish. Please, someone save me from this hellhole I've created. You people don't understand how hard it is to be me. Seriously, there's 7 people watching and I know 4 of them. Cammy becomes mayor of Apricot Bay, bans fire, gives everyone guns, and then destroys everything. I mean, I don't know, maybe, I mean, because we have 2 options here, right? You just don't understand what, you don't get me, man. You don't understand how hard it is to wake up in the morning and everyone around you is carrying fucking nuclear bombs. You don't understand. I thought it would stop with guns. It didn't. The goddamn salesman lied to me again. And I hate it. You just don't understand. You don't get me. Mom, it's not a phase. But depends if we want to turn this into a series or not. I don't know if I want to come back to this. Because we could totally continue this over multiple sessions. Because I'm having a great time. But at the same time, I could be fucking... It's the goddamn salesman. It really is the fucking salesman. Here I was minding my own business, and then they're like, here's something that you're gonna love. It's the power of the free market. You can own your own city and be the mayor and do whatever you want, and you don't have to follow the law because you are the law. And I was like, this can't go wrong. And then it went horribly wrong, and now I cry myself to sleep at night. But I don't know, we have disasters, so I could turn it on and actually destroy Apricot Bay. I don't know. Ooh, residents demand a stadium. Except I can't build a stadium because it's too fucking expensive. I'm imagining how chaotic this would be if there was a call going. If there was a call going, I would have a massive headache right now. For whatever reason, like, if I'm talking to people, even though I'm still doing my monologue, like, it's like, I don't know, people... I can't explain it. I can't fucking explain it. But if I build this stadium, my funds are going through the shitter. I will literally have $168 in the bank. That's, again, what those salesmen do to me. I woke up, I was rich, and then I wasn't. I'm living in a cardboard box. I'm the mayor, and I am living in a cardboard box. It's harsh out there. It's cold at night. I hate this. So, I'm debating. I mean, I could just speed up the emulator. Frankly, it's... I might do that. I might just speed up the emulator. I might build it and then speed up the emulator. So let's do that. All right, so we built a stadium. I have no money. Wait, do I have money for the power lines? All right, so I can at least power the zone. All right, so let's power it up, and then we're going to do the all-important thing of fucking with the speed. So we're going to just build it at 32x. There you go. We're going to progress it a couple years. And here you can actually watch in real time. Ooh, the gridlock. Gridlock is bad. People are shooting each other on school buses. Oh, welcome to Apricot Bay. Don't you want to move here? But no, I'll just wait a couple of years. And you can see in real time the way that the demand just kind of fucks itself. It's just like, you know, maybe we want to build here. Maybe we don't. I don't know. Anyway, so let's... All right, so now we're back to normal speed. Because now I have funds again. So we can continue the game as we want. And we will... oh my god, do you see this gridlock? Maybe I do need a rail system. Maybe I will build a rail system. Now that I'm decently financially stable. Naming the city Apricot Bay was the best decision we ever made. Absolutely. Absolutely it was. I gave the children guns. Honestly, we just need to... Here's the thing. You want to stop school shootings? Arm the children. It's brilliant. Who could have predicted that this wouldn't go wrong? Rosalind has a gun and she is ready to kill. Oh my god, the fucking frog family out on a rampage. It's okay. We'll just get Arthur to kill him. We good. Just arm everybody. Rosalind has a gun. Arthur has a gun. Colton has a gun. Just everybody has a gun. I love it. I love. Welcome to Apricot Bay. Welcome to the bizarro world Apricot Bay, where somebody let a deranged toe maniac be the mayor. Good lord. Welcome to America. I guess I should start building the railway. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pause it real quick, and then I'm gonna just see where the roads are the worst, and we'll build the railway. The roads are bad everywhere. Everywhere is bad. Alright, fine. We'll just get adorable furries, nuclear warfare. You know how it goes. You know how it goes. And this is, again, the part that I was talking about earlier where you have to destroy the power lines with the roads. So I have to remember that there was a power line there and a power line there and just yoink. In fact, probably what I'll do is I'll just say fuck it, bulldoze this entire circle, put down a rail system, and then just string all the zones together in a different way. I do really like how the railway looks, though. I mean, the roads look nice on their own. I really like the way that the railway system looks. I just really like that detail. And I don't like how they only connect to the roads of the same type. So you can't like have like the mass transit rails connecting to roads, but yeah, you do what you can. You do what you can. You arm everybody, and you go from there. Honestly, there we go. And then I just need to connect the power lines again. So what was there? A power line right there, one right there. Oh, I'm not even in the power lines. There we go. Power line right there, power line right there, one right there, and then one right there. All right. Get it going again. All right. So that should stop the gridlock for a little bit. I'm going to expand this out a little bit more, but I do want to wait a little bit because I didn't want the maps. I wanted budget. Yeah. So here's the budget. Yeah. So I mean, we're decently in the black. We're bringing in like 800 a month, which that's the thing, is that you just kind of have to slowly grow your city, and eventually you'll have less of it. Oh, I forgot a power line. The stadium is totally powerless right now. There we go. Eventually you'll have enough money continually going in. So the mayor comes on the TV. So I know we had difficulty with our agriculture. We tried building more farms, but that didn't work. So you're just gonna have to kill and eat each other. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, and I'm also sorry that you don't have any fire to like make the meat like even remotely edible. I'm very sorry about this, but you know how it goes. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, sometimes you build a farm and then nothing happens. The mayor tells you to just go ham. Just go ham. It's time for the purge, motherfuckers. Here in Apricot Bay, Arthur's like, I've been waiting for this, and he brings his favorite fucking light machine gun. He's like, I'm ready. I'm ready. I was born ready. There's no heating. Kill your coworker and wear his skin. Anarchy. It's just what you do. You get on the train, you get skinned alive. It's just what you do when you live in scenic Apricot Bay, where people are still goddamn demanding a fire department. After all of this time, people are still demanding. There's no fire. Fire doesn't fucking exist. We banned fire. Keep up. God. These uppity goddamn furries. I'm telling you, I hate this. Just, there were so many mistakes I made as mayor. So many mistakes. Alright, let's... Fire stations are too expensive, so I banned fire instead. It's... Okay, you laugh. That's true, though. That's actually how the game works. First mistake made was becoming mayor. Second mistake made... I don't even remember. Too much has happened. The only winning move is to not play. That's honestly, that's what I did for the longest time. I just didn't play Maxis games. And honestly, it's pretty satisfying. I get up in the morning, I'm happy, I'm functional. I didn't have to play a Maxis game today. Second mistake, not enough guns? What are you? You fucking deranged maniac. You want these kids that they already have, there's like 8 guns to a person. You already have kids trading them on the school bus. What are you? So I'm probably going to wait a little bit longer just to build up funds again. For what you only get paid once a year, so you just wait. You just wait. I actually haven't even built jack shit, so I'm going to do a little bit of that. I'm going to do what? We'll do zone there, zone there, zone there. Railway complex right there. Power it up. There you go. Got to keep demand a little bit satiated because I know that these people have been waiting many, many years to open up more of that sweet, succulent land for development, but I just don't do that because I'm a meanie. I'm a meanie and I'm also poor. Mayor, what are you doing waiting? Just Mayor sitting in his office, you know, at his desk, just waiting. It's what you do. Honestly, the best strategy as mayor is just to wait. Any disaster happens, just wait it out. Just wait. Just wait and see if someone else does it. Someone else fixes it. It's okay. The mayor that doesn't do anything. That is... Honestly, it's the best way to do it. It's the best way to be mayor. And I'm waiting for someone to prove... Dude, there's 2 fucking hospitals. There's 2 hospitals right there. It's like, how many hospitals do you need? It's like, all right, so there's too many guns in that one, so we'll try the one next door. God, you could at least try to spread the hospitals out. I don't know, maybe there's a dying man in the fucking... I mean, you already got Kevin who has cancer in the factories. Why don't you build a hospital over there? I know it's because I haven't zoned any residential over there, but just build a hospital over there. I give you tentative permission. Yeah, you go to the hospital, you get shot by the nurse, you go back into the hospital. It's a racket, but you know what? It keeps them in business. It does keep them in business. I mean, think about it. If you just injure your patients, there you go. Problem solved. You got more patients. They'll never leave. It's perfect. I don't know why more hospitals don't do that. The people are fine, and then you hurt them, and then you hurt them more, and now they need to go in the hospital again. Just seems logical. I don't know. Oops. All right. Have they taken any of my industrial yet? Yay! Yay, they are actually using it. Okay, so let's zone a little bit more. Let's just zone a little bit more. Fuck, I hate doing that, but I did it. A city of Polari. I'm terrified at that image. This absolute fucking mess of half road, half railway. Polaris crash lands in Apricot Bay, gets handed a gun. I've found my people. Maybe he has, but I don't know about you, but the mayor is currently having a nervous breakdown. And nobody, absolutely nobody seems to care. Nobody seems to care about the mayor's well-being. Well, everybody else is just enjoying their guns and demanding fire departments. Again, they're not taking the industrial. Okay. Ooh. Oh shit, I apparently knocked out power. I apparently knocked out power to everything. Hold on, let me fix that. Alright, there you go. Oh, fuck you. There is power. Come on, hurry up. I don't know why it seems to take a month or two for power to be restored, even though there is a viable connection. I don't know. This is just how it works. Welcome to SimCity. And apparently, welcome to Apricot Bay. Has anyone thought about my feelings? Everybody else is dying from gunshot wounds. What can I say? I'm a very sensitive mayor. I just wanted people to consider my feelings for once. SimCity is like golf. The lower your population, the better you are. Yeah, honestly, that's how it goes. That's how it goes. I just realized that power line isn't connected to anything. Oops. Let's fix that. There we go. Now people can build yet another. Look at how many hospitals are you gonna put in this one tiny space? 3 hospitals. Like, come on, spread it out a little. If there's gonna be a 4th one, I'm gonna actually. No, I'm not. Let me not say that. I am technically in a public place. I am technically live on the internet. Let me not say that. That is bad. I'm a mayor and I need to act mayoral. Mayoral? Mayoral. I mean, when has that ever stopped me? I just realized we passed the 2-hour mark. I'm having fun though, so I might go for a little bit longer. Just 20 minutes, maybe a half hour. I don't know. I see no reason to stop just yet. Especially for whatever reason, given that my stream... Again, there's still like, what? 4 of you that haven't announced your presence in the chat. Please do. I know you're out there. And I'd absolutely love to hear from you. I mean, that is, unless you're one of those... Someone immediately leaves. Oops. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. Umu. You know when you're streaming and you just eat a Rice Krispie treat right in the middle of it? I think I'm drawing what counts as stream fan art right now. I love it. I absolutely love it. I love what we've... Honestly, I can't even say that it's all been me. You guys played a major role in making this absolute goddamn train wreck. Let's see how people think I am as mayor. Yeah, it's about 40-40 right now. 40-40? 50-50. 60-40. And apparently people think crime is real bad. So I'm going to quickly check the crime map. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, people are actually shooting each other in the streets. That's how it goes. Listen, you can make fun of me all you want for accidentally saying 40-40, but all of these buildings look the same, so fuck you. But yeah, you all wonderfully contributed to this absolute disaster of a city that's somehow still functioning, despite the fact that everybody is constantly on the verge of spree killing. But hey, we banned fire, so it's okay. Peaceful village night, gunshots ringing out in the distance. The mayor goes, ooh, yeah, and falls asleep. That's how it goes. Job well done. Oh, hi, Mon. Mon showed up. I was wondering when, I don't know, somebody new would show up in the chat, because I mean we have a couple extra people who aren't talking, and I mean I don't mind it that much, to be perfectly honest. I was just very curious to see who else is out here. So yeah, we're playing SimCity. There's 9 people watching. Yeah, I'm just thinking, like, people are actually watching me laugh my ass off playing SimCity. I don't know how the fuck that happens, but apparently having fun is. Oh shit! People are without power again. Hold on, give me a moment. All right, fix that problem. Anyway, as I was saying, apparently that's worthy of an audience. I'm not complaining. I hope some of you are getting something out of this. Yeah, I'm internet famous with all of my 10 people. I love you all. Unless I had a problem with you for whatever reason, then I don't love you. But for the rest of you, absolutely I do. I suppose I should get back to actually building stuff. God, I'm still not over the 3 hospitals. Like, I didn't know there were this many people who were apparently in need of gunshot wound treatment. Maybe, I mean, I can't ban guns because I'm pretty sure Cappy would break up with me, but never mind that. So we'll just deal with the gunshots in any other way we can. Like, I haven't figured that out yet, but we'll get there. Me and the residents of Apricot Bay. How many people are living here? 35,000 people. 36,000 people are living in Apricot Bay, and they're still moving here. Apparently crime is still really bad. I'm sorry that apparently guns are actually a problem in Apricot Bay. I'm sorry. I can't fix this. I can't fix this. Everyone in Apricot Bay is constantly dying. Just new people keep coming in all the time to replace the dead ones. It's just how you do. It's just how you do. I think we're due for some more used car dealerships. Oh God. Oh God. Oh no, we're running pretty low on funds there. Oh no. Everybody gets a free gun when they come to Apricot Bay. It's just how it goes. Everybody, even the children, even the babies. If you have a family of 7, you get 7 guns. Everybody gets one. It's required. I mean, you want to keep America safe, right? I don't even know if this is technically in America, but you want to keep Apricot Bay safe, right? I'm telling you, if you want to stop mass murderers, what you do is you just arm more people. It's simple. The only things you can buy are guns and secondhand cars. Absolutely. Guns come in cereal boxes. Guns come in everything, dude. Yeah, who needs Chex Quest anyway? I'd rather have an assault rifle. You know, just as you do when you live in scenic Furry City, USA, where they've banned fire and made guns mandatory. Although I will say we have a thriving gun manufacturing industry. That's the one thing that will never leave us in Apricot Bay, is the manufacturing, the gun lobby, big gun. That will never go away. And I'm glad, too, because frankly, I'd be in the poorhouse if I didn't have Big Gun paying me to set up their factories. It is furry dystopia, but it's okay because there's guns. There's guns, and at least my house won't burn down anytime soon. So I think we could all easily sleep in it, unless, you know, your ears won't stop ringing from all the guns. But, you know, we'll figure that out when we get there. Again, I'm telling you, the best way to be the mayor is you just don't do anything. You just wait. How did Kevin get cancer in a gun factory? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Maybe I'll send in the health inspector, but he got shot. Everyone is deaf. Nobody can hear anything. That's okay. Nobody had anything worth saying. Honestly, this version of Apricot Bay is sad. I'm not gonna lie. I'm very much debating turning fire back on and just starting all of the fires. I mean, what do you say? We still got a couple minutes. We never made it to capital status, which I think is 50,000 people. Oh, I gotta... This better not be canon. Oh, absolutely not. Dear Lord. Do you think I'd want to write Kevin fucking dying in a hospital bed of gun-related cancer? The citizens try to burn down the mayor's office. They can't fire is illegal. That's what you do, man. You just make it... Everybody knows that you just make it illegal, and then people can't do it anymore. It's just the way it works. That's why I'm such a good mayor, when I'm not constantly crying uncontrollably. I am a fantastic mayor. How can you say no? I just make it illegal, and nobody does it anymore. You know, people say, well, why don't you stop the shooting problem? But I can't fix that. For reasons that I don't know why I can't ban all the guns. But I'm telling you, I'm a great mayor. I am a fantastic mayor. I am the smartest mayor. Everybody loves me as mayor. Okay? Everybody loves me. Look at my approval ratings. Look at my approval ratings right now. People love me. 40-40 split right here. People love me. And death. Just dying is illegal. Nobody can die anymore. Nobody fucking dies anymore. I love it. Just ban death. No death allowed. People get shot and they just keep going. You get on the train. Oh, it looks like I got shot again. Oops. Oh well. I'm bleeding uncontrollably. Oh well. I guess I'm just gonna... Oh well. I can poke my finger right through my shoulder. Oh well. If you die, you get the death penalty. It's a life sentence. That's a nice way to put it. It's a life sentence coming to Apricot Bay. It's nasty here. It's absolutely nasty. I'm telling you, those goddamn salesmen lied to me, and I hate this. Every day I look for a way to get out of it. And I can't. Everything hurts. All the time. What was the city? The city was actually Apricot Bay. Everybody was happy in the city. It was the land of opportunity. We don't talk about what the city was like. No, the city was wonderful. I don't know what you're talking about. I woke up every morning. I felt like a complete man. I felt like I could do anything. I could just start a hospital right now. That's what the city was like. And then we all moved to Apricot Bay. What can I say? What realistically can I say? Other than, I guess we'll build a couple more houses. Frankly, I don't know who's populating these houses with all of the death, but Wait, death is illegal now. Without all of the life sentences. And frankly, I don't know where the prisons are. Maybe they just have everybody under house arrest. Because they died. The mayor is not entirely there, admittedly. The mayor was seen drinking uncontrollably in his final days and rambling on about the way that nobody understands the complexities of building 6 hospitals in the same city block. But he had a good heart. He had a good heart, and that's why he decided to do the one thing that you do when you built something wonderful and it can't continue like this any longer. And that's you unban fire. That's the saddest fire I've ever seen. Yeah, I unbanned fire. I'm sorry. I can't deal with this anymore. Oh, there we go. We got some fire going on. We got some fire going on. Some fire going on in the industrial district. Can we get some fire going on with the hospitals? There we go. We got some fire over here. Citizens demand a fire department. I don't think so. I don't think so. Fire is mandatory now. Don't worry. Welcome to Apricot Bay. All of our apricots are singed. Fire. Fire. Just everything is on fire now. Oh, shit. Oh, I have too many fires going on. I have to wait. Fire in the cereal boxes. Just packaged up fire. Fire is good. Fire is wonderful. Toasted apricots. Fire is very clean. Fire kills disease. Like the people who inhabit Apricot Bay. Oh, I can set another fire. Kids trading fire. The gun factory is on fire. Everything is on fire. What can I say? And the mayor was seen smiling for the last time as he set another fire. Oh, man. There we go. We got some fire spreading. We got some fire spreading right now. Edible fire. Just, this fire is delicious. This fire is I love it. I breathe it. I inhale it. It's wonderful. Truly wonderful. Seriously, most of the fire hasn't even hit the fucking city. I hate this. Stop setting fires in the middle of nowhere, cocksucker. God, there's no control over the fire. There's no fire tool. I can't just set shit on fire because I want to. No, I have to wait until the game decides, yeah, this is the random tile where a fire is going to be. Fuck you. I'll set Godzilla off on the town. I will. I absolutely will. But I'm not going to do that. Not yet. Okay, so we got more fire. We got more fire going on. I'm just waiting for these factories to explode, to be perfectly honest. You can tell me fire reported all you want. I understand. Godzilla spawns in the middle of nowhere. That's what you do. So you can see that the worst problems that people are experiencing in Apricot Bay now are fire. Apparently, they did not like me unbanning fire. And I'm deeply sorry, but there's only so much of this I can take. There's only so much of the constant sound of gunfire and just popping in the streets that I can take before I realize that all of you fucking degenerates need to die in fire. And that's why I've decided to unban fire. Fire? Guns? Guns won't save you from fire. You can't shoot fire. Real, it's true though. The mayor needs to let out his frustrations. He needs to let out his frustrations in the only way he knows how. And that's by waiting for fire to destroy everything. honestly, I'm not satisfied with this level of destruction with fire alone. I think honestly, I think we need more. I think we need more. How about an earthquake? Let's just start destroying stuff. Let's just start. Oh my God! Look, look at all of the fire now. Major earthquake reported. Oh no! What can I do as mayor to stop this? Sets off another one. The air in Apricot Bay is so fresh with the smell of burning kerosene. I don't know what could be fresher than this wonderful, look at all of the fire. Oh, good Lord. This is where it ends. This is where it ends. This is where my reign of terror as mayor ends. Again, let's check those approval ratings. Yeah, people think fire is a problem. Fire is a problem. There's still a slight majority of people who are like, yeah, you know what? He's a good-ass mayor. I like him. This is perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong here. This is fine. This is perfectly fine. Yep. All right. So now we got fucking factories exploding. And once your industry explodes, that's it. There's no more gun factories. Kevin died in an explosion. It wasn't the cancer that got him in the end. It was the fire. It was... Oh, man. Whew, lordy. What do you say for another earthquake? Everything is on fire. Everything. Everything is on fire. Everything is exploding. Everything is destroyed. You can see people in their cars trying to leave the city and failing miserably. But I don't think it's enough. I think we need another earthquake, frankly. It was the last day before he retired when the fire got Kevin in the gun factory. What can I say? He was this close to being able to retire peacefully to all of his cancer needs. And then he got exploded in a fire. Welcome to SimCity. Welcome to Apricot Bay. People sometimes tell me, I miss when guns were mandatory. But guns won't save you when I want you to die horribly. What do you say we turn the sound back on? Let's try some other disasters. There we go. We got a tornado. We got a tornado in the middle of fucking nowhere. That's wonderful. What do you say we maybe try a flood? Maybe historical flood. Maybe historical flooding. Right off the coast of Apricot Bay. I don't know. Planes falling out of the fucking sky. We don't even have an airport. We never got that far. But you know what? Fuck it. I'm the mayor. So I can make planes fall right out of the sky. Just like that. There's one right there. That is so sad. So sad. Frankly, I think we need another earthquake. Not even the president. But I'm not the president. For you see, I'm not of this world. You want Godzilla? You want Godzilla? Should I do Godzilla? All right. Last call. Any objections before I send Godzilla on his wonderful rampage? Okay, time for Godzilla. A large reptilian creature has been spotted in the water. It seems to be attracted to area of high pollution. There's a trail of destruction wherever it goes. As a last resort, try calling moon runes. Other than that, wait till he leaves to rebuild from the rubble. I don't think we're going to be rebuilding. I don't think we'll be rebuilding. People look to me as the mayor, but I just don't see it happening, to be perfectly honest. I just don't see it happening. I look upon the smoldering wreck of everything that we enjoyed, everything that we built in the past hour and a half. And I look on with nothing but disdain. All you had to do I don't know what you had to do, but you didn't do it. And I'm sorry, now you die in fire. The one factory is still standing. It's impressive. Let's check those approval ratings. How we doing? Fires, apparently 40% of the population thinks fires are a really, really bad problem. Oh, and now the stadium's exploding. Apparently footballs are highly explodable. Damn. So yeah, fires are a pretty big problem. People are leaving. 17,000 people left. That's fair. It doesn't say if they left the city or if they left this plane of existence. But God only hopes it's the latter, because I'm trying to contain this cancer where it started. But frankly, I'm not satisfied until we hit 0. So let's try a little bit more flooding. Let's try just a little bit more flooding. Maybe, just maybe. Come on, I'm building right there. Come on. Come on, we can get that 100% approval rating. We can do it. We can do it. Just like we made all of the fire illegal, we can get everyone in America to like us. Everyone. We can do this. You and I. We can do this. It's soothing. It's soothing. Everything that I built, I destroy. All by myself. Oh, come the fuck on. How is there still 15% of people in this godforsaken fucking city who like me? Oh, there we go. The power plant's done. It's gone. It's done. Everything is dead. Everyone is dead. Godzilla is still there. Maybe Godzilla is keeping you. All right, we're banning Godzilla. We're banning Godzilla is illegal now. No Godzilla. It was the salesman. The salesman caused the death of 40,000 innocent people who aren't innocent, and I hate them. Build a power plant. I don't think so. We still have a good 10,000 people. Even though there's... the mayor bans Godzilla and then Godzilla just has to go away. Well, I can make Godzilla go away. I can make Godzilla go away real easy. No more Godzilla. Well, that was a trip, and that's also why I will never hold public office. Press F for Godzilla. The universe is gone, and from the ashes, we will rebuild. Maybe we won't make guns mandatory this time, because I don't think that worked. I don't think that worked. What else can we do? I mean, what else have I got on here? I'm not going to continue the stream for very long, but we could play with the calculator. Calculator is a good game. Calculator is a game of the year. We got Microsoft Word. Not that I fucking know what I'm doing with this because I'm illiterate, but you can write stuff. Microsoft Word is a good game. And I think we'll end it there. Honestly, this has been a really fun stream. It's been really enjoyable to get back on my mic and just kind of enjoy myself. And it went for an hour longer than I was expecting. I just kind of expected to do a 90-minute thing and be done with it. But I guess not. I guess I actually enjoyed it. I don't know. And SimCity is fun. It really is. You know, I don't know. Part of me kind of wishes that maybe I made a save of Apricot Bay beforehand and we could have continued it on as a series. But to be perfectly honest, you can't capture lightning in a bottle twice. So I think other than that, there's really not a whole lot else to say. I think it ended exactly as it should have, with lots of fire and Godzilla. Unfortunately, I can't end the stream like that, but, you know, you do what you can. But other than that, I am Marito, or Cameron, or whoever the fuck I am. And, yeah, I'm going to go get more water and fuck off for the night. So, thanks for watching, everyone. And, I don't know, maybe we'll do more. Maybe I'll be back for good this time. Who knows? Depends on if I have any good ideas for shit I want to stream. But, other than that, have a good one.